Jai Shri Krishna. The story of Gajanji Davan, a Kshatriya from Agra. A Vaishnav widow Kshatrani lived in the village of Mahavan in Vraj. Once, when she was bathing in the river Yamunaji, she found 4 small deities who asked her to take them with her and hand them over to Sri Mahaprabhuji whenever he meets her. Sometime later, on meeting Sri Mahaprabhuji, she handed over the deities to him and informed him about how they blessed her with their presence. Sri Mahaprabhuji was very thankful and blessed her. These 4 deities were Sri Navnath Priyaji, Sri Gokul Chandramaji, Sri Ladileshji, and Sri Lalit Tribangiji. Gajanji Davan was the youngest of the 4 sons of a Kshatriya businessman of the great city of Agra on the bank of the river Yamuna. Once the wealthy father rented a sailboat to throw a party for his sons and invited a lot of people. The overloaded boat sank. Only Gajanji and a few guests survived the mishap. Gajanji's mother died of shock as soon as she heard the devastating news of her husband and 3 sons drowning in the river. Gajanji was left alone in the world. Much saddened by his personal loss, he sold the business and spent his time sitting idle on the bank of Yamunaji. Gajanji thought of becoming a disciple of Sri Mahaprabhuji when he saw the great Guru doing puja at Yamunaji in Agra. He requested Sri Mahaprabhuji to accept him as a Vaishnav and give him a deity to lovingly serve. Knowing that Gajanji is a divine soul, Sri Mahaprabhuji initiated him into Pushti Bhakti Marg and gave him the deity of Sri Navnath Priyaji as his own Thakurji. The moment Gajanji saw his Thakurji, he fell in love with him. Thakurji also fell for his Gajanji. They both played with each other like friends. Gajanji would pretend to be an elephant or a horse and would be on his knees, so his beloved Thakurji could enjoy the ride around the house. Gajanji's strong bonding with his Thakurji reached a high level of addiction. Concerned, Thakurji thought that his Gajan must stay with his Guru so he can be taken care of. Thakurji asked Gajanji to take him to Sri Mahaprabhuji. Without question, Gajanji followed his Thakurji's command. He left Agra with his Thakurji to go to Sri Mahaprabhuji in Gokul. The all-knowing Sri Mahaprabhuji welcomed Gajanji and his Thakurji. Sri Navnath Priyaji would play with Gajanji all day long and would never have a meal without Gajanji being present in front of him. They could just not stay without each other even for a minute. Gajanji would never leave the temple. At night, he'd sleep by the temple entrance. Days and months went by in such a blissful relationship between God and his devotee. Once, Sri Mahaprabhuji's wife Akkaji could not find anyone to get betel nut leaves for Thakurji. She saw Gajanji and asked him to go to the market to buy betel nut leaves. Gajanji did not wish to leave the temple but could not disobey his Guru mother. As soon as Gajanji reached the market, he could not bear the pain of separation from his Thakurji. He lost consciousness and fell to the ground. At the temple, Gajanji's Thakurji, Sri Navnath Priyaji, was served Rajbhog lunch, but he refused to eat it until his Gajan is sitting in front of him and chatting with him during his meal as always. Vaishnavs ran to the market and found the unconscious Gajanji. They carried him back to the temple and brought him back to consciousness. Gajanji was happy to be back at the temple, and his Thakurji gladly ate his lunch as his beloved Gajan was back with him. Such was the passionate love addiction between Gajanji and his Thakurji, a devotee and his God. The moral of Gajanji Davan's story is that Vaishnavas should serve their Thakurji with utmost intense love, absolute surrender, and total dedication, that someday they cannot live without their Thakurji and their Thakurji cannot live without them. Such love addiction is the pinnacle of a devotee-God love relationship. Jai Shri Krishna.